Not long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. Gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Previously on Botched. Randall, narrowly escaping the operating table, fled up the tunnels, freed a dark elf from slavery, collapsed the tunnels with the artifact, traveled to the capital of Krushenhaus, mostly.
Alright, welcome back to Botched. Thanks for tuning in for episode 19. A little bit of news, I suppose. Jade, aka Naneth, is not going to be here for this episode, but she will be here for next episode. So we're going to start off right where we left off last time, just outside the city known as Krushenhaus. They still have a little bit of a ways to go, so they're not exactly like right outside the gates or anything like that, but there's a large open field, and it's, hour or two travel time, I would say. So you guys can go from there. What do you guys want to do?
Should we sound the horn that we approacheth?
Do you have a horn?
Hey, everybody looking for this artifact. It's right here.
A mini piano is not going to carry it, or an accordion.
Can I get a question out before you answer?
Is that what it was?
No.
What?
What do I have in an entertainer's pack?
What's in an entertainer's pack? Doesn't it tell you that?
A pole, some fancy shoes,
And some lip gloss.
Scarves.
A garter.
Those rings.
So a pack of prophylactics.
Yeah.
Two halves of coconuts.
banging them together.
Oh,
Dun, dun,
here it
dun,
is.
dun, dun, dun,
It says there's a trumpet in my entertainer's pack.
No, don't you pick two instruments, which you already did?
Yeah, but inside the entertainer's pack.
Ring bells, bang the drums.
So we're going to the capital
Bard
of Crush,
Not a
correct?
thing.
Well, yeah, so you're in the
Krushenhaus.
territories of Crush. and
The House of
the
Crush.
main city is called Krushenhaus.
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 H-A-U-S.
How does the succession of the kingship work in territories of Crush?
It is basically when someone will challenge the existing ruler to a fight to the death.
Makaraka.
Makra.
Yeah. And then whoever wins, their last
Kloplock?
name becomes
Kroplock?
Krushenhaus. So
Only crab juice.
it's never like an
Dew.
heir type thing. They don't like pass it down to the next in
So once they
line
leave
or
their
anything.
prime, they're
So
challenged by some
their
bro.
children are not Krushenhaus. They're their original clan's name.
No, they're Krushenhaus.
But then what happens to the previous?
Maybe they're,
children
like,
of the
cycled out, so
previous
there's, like,
Krushenhaus?
Crush
So whenever
and
that
Shack
family is
in-
no longer Krushenhaus, then they go
I
back
said
to the
Smashing
old
Cottage.
name. Yeah. So yeah, so that's how that works. Now sometimes there might be an
And
instance where
finally,
the son grows up and then challenges
Punches
the father,
Returns and kills.
the father to take over, that type of thing. But it's always a fight to
in
the
the
death.
city.
I don't have a trumpet in my entertainer's pack.
Weird.
What do you have?
Yeah, what is in the entertainment?
There's a hat with a bunny in it.
Kind of.
Doves.
I have
a gun.
A comically large saw. Meant for two people.
A little flower that squirts water.
Yeah.
Doves.
You guys done?
Dead birds.
Nope. They're all dead.
We are not done.
Been in there
A
for
giant
long.
mallet.
They are no more!
Watermelons.
Watermelons.
We have expired.
Entertainer's
It has
pack,
ceased
they're
to be.
And one bottle of water.
In one bottle.
Yep, all those things are inside my entertainer's pack.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Entertainer's pack of holding.
Canon now.
But it can only hold like stupid,
Entertaining.
like
Do you
entertaining
have Scott
items.
Joplin in there too? It's Scott Joplin in a hat.
I have 2 costumes.
Pen
That's
and
it.
teller.
What kind of costumes?
Any two I want.
It's a geisha.
Leather daddy.
One's a gimp.
And a
And the French maid.
gimp and geisha.
Gimp and Geisha.
Can you have Green Man?
.com.
Bad name called it.
They call me GG.
Ah, damn it.
Gimpandgeisha.com.
So
That's it. That's all. It's
5 candles.
Yep, that definitely
5
goes-
days of rations.
You
Okay.
can do candle in the wind then.
Water skin
They're
and
for
a
lighting
disguise
and
kit.
placing in the anus.
Okay,
That's
So I
boring.
guess that's
Yeah.
like makeup.
not nearly as cool as I was thinking.
Oh, and a trumpet.
It's not,
So,
it's not in there.
Ralph went to Empire Beauty School.
Yeah. Yeah. I now work at
Dropped
Ulta.
out of Empire. Beauty
Excuse
School.
me, Dark Elf.
should
Could you do my
pursue his-
foundation?
Pursued
You see
his
this
music
eye makeup?
career.
That's not eye makeup. That's punches.
Anyways, what are you guys doing? Since you
Crushing
can't
I mean,
trumpet
I
your way there.
trumpeted my
No,
way.
You don't have a trumpet.
Just cup my hands to my
Yeah.
mouth and go.
Sure, you could do that, but you're like an hour away, so no
I
one
belch
would have heard
lightning.
it. Belch lightning. So you're using your lightning attack for your breath.
I mean, we're going to a city where we're obviously friends because we have a present, so I don't see why I would need it.
Unless something bad happens.
So yeah, I do.
Murlocs pop out of the woods. They're only resistant to lightning. No. So you
No,
guys
I
just
don't
gonna
do that.
head to the gates?
Onward. Yep.
To the gates!
All right. So after a couple hours of walking, you eventually make it to these massive gates. The walls of the city aren't built smoothly like you would see in the major cities down south. It's
Is it like in
Catan?
Risk.
Is it like in Settlers of Catan where the walls are built from sheep?
no,
Or the roads, excuse me, are
No.
built from sheep?
no. It looks like they are built from just the mashing together of boulders into like one uniform wall. Like it looks just like lots of pressure and time put into like just creating this wall out of just huge chunks of rock
We built this city
on sheep.
on sheep and wood.
Yeah. But no, that is not what the walls are made out of in Krushenhaus. So the gates are pretty large, and there are 6 guards standing outside of those gates, and they cross their, weapons, and they say halt. Who
Kind
goes
of
there?
weapons.
They cross their swords.
Not swords, this is
Halberds,
weapons.
spears,
Halberds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fun.
No.
You're making a dick joke.
Oh, that's crossing
Let
streams.
us gingerly
Well,
touch
no,
our tips.
You touch tips.
Touch tips. Okay.
Docking. Is what it's
Docking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
docking.
called. They dock in front of you. Who goes there?
Jesus Christ!
I just turn around. I'm like, F this.
Just drop the artifact. I'm good.
No.
No need to stop here. It is a silly place.
I think Aloris should field this question
Okay.
because she seems to be the leader
Okay.
of this group of people who have never met each other and were not part of the original.
That's true.
It's fair. Alora steps forward and says that they're here from the Mages College near the city of Borad to deliver the artifact like they do every few years.
For the succession.
Yep. And they are to deliver it directly to the king as per usual. And the few guards talk it over. And they said, well, since the last time you were here, we've had a different king, so we'll let you through, but just know that he might not be as open to, like, this sort of exchange as the previous king was. And then the one guy's just like, oh, hail King Rexaga Krushenhaus!
Boo. Boo.
And they immediately kill Bethla.
Boo.
Stab her to death.
I'm saying that in my head.
Oh, okay.
Nobody
Good.
can hear me.
Okay. It's fine. So yeah, so they uncross their halberds and they say you can pass.
Zip their pants
Yep.
back up.
Undock. You can't pass through the docking. You just can't get through it. Because
It's an unbreakable bond.
who wants to really do that?
Because it's like in
All right.
Can I do a perception check to see? Or I guess we're through the gates now.
Sure. I mean, you can walk in now if you'd like.
Yeah. A 15 to kind of see what the town looks like. Like, is it
Okay.
bigger than the other ones?
Oh yeah, it is much larger. It is fairly sprawling. It seems like it goes out in every direction that you can see, but it also looks like it kind of moves around the top of this mountain that it's built into. The top of it is where, not the top of the mountain, but like the top of the city is on the side of the mountain. That's where you need to go in order to deliver this artifact. Loris tells you guys. She also tells you it can be a bit of a treacherous walk, as we are considered Southerners, and they don't really get along with us very well. They more just tolerate our presence. If anybody tries to fight us, we can try and just tell them that we're trying to, take the artifact to the king, but...
Or Randall, the lightning techno cyborg dragon, will fight them.
Sure.
How do they feel about hill dwarves?
They're fine.
Cool.
Yeah. They mostly just don't like southerners.
Okay.
And you're kind of like an outlier type thing. Hill dwarves or, whatever. Dwarves are hardy folk. They're okay with them.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What about emo elves?
Nope.
Oh,
they do
Jesus.
not like elves very
And-
much at all.
He just
Scaly
parts his
lizard
hair,
Yeah.
puts it over his eyes, and continues
Hip
walking.
thrusts.
I
Snaps his
lower
fingers.
my parcel a little bit.
Okay.
I just figured he's an emo dark elf. Have an umbrella. That's really one.
So you just play like Evanescence? Is that what you do for your performance?
Bring me dashboard confessional. He's just running through town screaming infidelities.
It's more Depeche Mode.
Oh, okay. It's fair. So, so basically, you guys have just come right into the entrance of town, so you can do with what you want. You can just go there immediately. You can kind of see your way around while you walk. How do you want to proceed to get to where you're going? Essentially,
I vote we just get it there, so that we can leave her alone. Like we can move on
okay.
from this.
I think we should go to the nearest tavern and figure out what we can about the new king.
Don't you want to do the delivery first?
Well,
Before
the guard said he might not be as cool about stuff as the old king, in which case we could just steal what's in the box.
I mean, it's already late, so what's a couple more hours? It's a good point.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Maybe find a place to sleep for the night. Get our magic back. Those of us
What time of
that
day
have
is
magic.
it?
At this point, I mean, you guys were traveling through the night, so it's early morning at this point,
Okay,
like 9 o'clock.
we'll go get brunch. Maybe
Yeah, let's go get drunk.
have an omelet. Drink some.
Territory's a crush. It's totally
Drink
cool.
some
Mimosas.
mimosas.
See if we can.
Bloody Marys.
I don't want dragon heartburn. Don't be gross.
It only makes you stronger. What kind of dragon are you?
Blue.
So you're a lightning dragon?
Lightning!
So you guys are gonna head to the nearest tavern then? Is that
Go
right?
to the tavern that's open at 9 o'clock in the morning.
The most traveler-friendly tavern, please.
Which one likes weirdos?
Yeah.
Do a
Not
perception
the local
and intelligence check
murder bar, but
A 4
for perception.
and an 8.
Womp womp.
Other passersby.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna get the attention of one and go, excuse me, where should someone like me go to drink?
he turns and looks at you and goes, back the way you came.
Oh boy.
That would be
And
the
then-
entrance,
and then spits.
but we're not gonna leave. Just looking for a little assistance.
Walks away.
Maybe you
I
guys
got
should have built a
an
better wall.
18 for perception and a 16 for intelligence.
Okay, so you see one of the taverns. Almost looks like you might be able to notice a few people in the window that don't look quite normal barbaric. Like
Look, those people look different. Let's go make friends.
I don't have shit on them.
they're not shirtless and ripped.
glistening in their own juices.
Clean-shaven men and women.
I don't
Clean-shaven women.
As a dwarf, I do not care for clean-shaven women one bit.
No beard, no ticket.
As I braid my beard and stroke it.
So dwarf women have like full beards or like Fu Manchu style kind of thing.
It depends.
It depends.
It's up to the
Nice
individual.
and wispy. Yes. So soft.
Like the old, real thin beards.
Karate legend.
And I keep catching Ralph trying to put wax on my mustache, so...
I do that.
I just want to make you look pretty.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
All right.
what do you guys... So you guys going into that tavern?
Yeah,
or-
go to the tavern.
Okay. Everybody else doing that too? Mm-hmm. Loris isn't completely cool with this idea. She'd rather just get this over and done with.
Well, then she can take it herself. If she wants
Dolores, I feel like things have changed. Maybe you should contact your superiors
What would you want me to tell them?
that there's a new king from the one that you sent the gift to.
Okay. She goes, all right, I'll hang out in the back of the tavern with the robot, since I kind of want a bodyguard while you guys fuck around in there. And I'll see what I can find
Whatever
out.
gives you that idea. You've never met me.
Right.
I'm a sober dragon.
Yeah.
Do I look like a drunk to you?
You're a bard, so yes. I've met your kind before. All drunks. Anyways, so yeah, she takes the robot. So, Voron, are you no longer in the papoose?
I'm no longer in the papoose.
The papoose is dangerous.
The papoose is loose.
Nice.
I'm leaving.
That's not safe for babies.
I'm a man. Just a tiny, tiny man.
Tiny man.
Full-size penis.
No, it's 3 inches.
What is
That's
this,
the average.
Prefero
The
and
god
me?
gave me one gift. Magic.
Yeah, but if you're like,
It's a normal 3 inches.
yeah, but if you're only 3 feet tall, that's like, it's a pretty
Proportional.
big portion of your body. Yeah.
It's 10% of your body height.
No, it's not
30,
at all.
36,
of my
3.
body weight
Look,
too.
if it was the metric system, it would be fine.
It's 2.5. It's 2.5 pounds.
It's 112.
In the territories of crust, they use freedom units.
F you. It converts to this.
Go back
just
out
gave
where
a
you
middle
came from.
Anyways, okay, so Loris takes the robo guard and goes around the building. You guys go in.
Bye, bro.
Yes, goes into the tavern. So when you go in, you can do a perception check or...
Perception?
14.
15.
Oh, better.
Okay. You guys see a little nicer than the... Well, I guess none of you lived through that last tavern, so I can't really talk about that one.
What tavern?
Yeah, exactly. It's a little nicer of a tavern. Nicer than it would appear for the rest of the area.
tourist
that you
trap,
just
you say.
saw. Yeah, it's a tourist trap. And there
TGI
are
Fridays.
like 2 people in the bar currently, and there's one barkeep who's a dwarf who's just cleaning his glasses, as they always seem to be doing at all times. And he looks at you and he goes, "What can I get for you folks?"
Does he look well coiffed? Is this the hipster bar?
No, he's just like a dwarf who has like a nicely
Maybe you should talk to
combed
the
beard.
Well coiffed.
Okay,
Get him,
well
Bethla.
Okay.
Of House Thunderbeard.
Beard him.
Beard him.
Beard him right in the...
Get a beard.
in the
We
beard.
rub our beards
Have a beard
together.
off.
Charisma check?
All right.
I mean, we just met.
18.
He's just entwining. So your beards, like static electricity, they almost, like your faces aren't that close, but the beards sort of move towards one another and like entwine in a handshake and shake hands and then unfurl.
That's how I. That's how.
Handshake of House Thunderbeard.
It's the hill dwarf's
Yeah.
salute.
He goes, pleased to meet a fellow hill dwarf. What can I get for you fine folks?
Can I get around for everybody of my group?
Sure.
Some pints.
Well, there's only 2 extra people here.
Yeah, I'll get around for everybody.
Okay. He
And
goes, 1 gold piece. I'll give you a discount.
And
Clink.
a
Sweet. Puts it in his pocket.
an open mic spot for our friend.
You got a piano, perchance?
He points at the back, and there's a really dusty piano.
It's a tinker piano.
Does it sound like a
Very
carnival?
tiny.
An out-of-tune piano is my favorite kind of piano. So I'm going to head back to it with
Is there a
my beard
microphone that smells like a
performance?
beer?
and
Okay.
try to play a
Evanescence.
a
Dashboard.
waltz.
Take
A waltz.
me.
Oh.
Wake me up inside. I can't wake up.
I botched.
He just smashes his head against the piano.
Dun, dun, dun. He just does the
He just plays
just does
chopsticks.
the solo from Back to the Future.
Ding, ding,
But your
ding.
kids will love it.
Ding, 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 ding.
He plays the most annoying song of all time.
Springtime for Hitler.
Which is
Not that bad of a
It's
song.
actually catchy.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
annoying.
No, this is way worse.
is it chopsticks?
Think the sound
plays
from Dumb
chopsticks.
and Dumber, but like, yeah, but way more annoying.
Is it the brown note?
It's every
not that
Drake
bad.
song.
Okay.
But eventually somebody from the outside comes in because they hear it and they're like
They're on the
holding their
outside.
hands over
They're
their
looking
ears.
in.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
and they run over
And they
And
can
they-
see clearly and see his true colors.
and they slam the piano part with
And
the keys
inside he's
on
ugly.
your hands, and you take
Switching between Stained and Cindy Lauper.
All
4
stained.
damage,
Stained.
and your hands are kind of smashed up at the moment. And then Then the guy just walks out, storms out angrily.
I have one job.
And you fucked it up.
You had one job, and you failed.
First roll of the night, so 1.
I'm not used to these non-subterranean pianos.
Yeah. It's too big. I'm used to tiny pianos.
Where
It's
are
in
all
the
the
wrong mode.
tentacles? Like, it's not trying to bite me. I don't know how to work this thing. Your pianos are made of spiders. I
So
imagine.
sad.
So that's what you did, Mr. Piano Player. What's everyone else doing with your pints or
I'm
whatever?
impressing everybody with how much a dragon can drink.
There's only 2 other people in the bar.
We're here for
And it's-
information.
and it's-
Drink off, you say.
A drink off.
We're here for information.
They look a little more fancy. So they're like, not really into the whole
What are they drinking?
drink off friend. They're drinking a fine martini.
Ah.
Just real fancy.
A teeny martini.
Teeny martini.
No, that's what Vorn's drinking.
I'm drinking that.
drinking
Most
teeny
A
certainly.
teeny martini.
A teeny
Warren gets
tiny
alcohol poisoning from a
Martini.
normal sized pint.
Yeah, I gotta get gnome-sized drinks.
He just gives you like a
It's a shot glass.
no, it's a thimble. It's a thimble filled with beer.
They pick it up and it just like all the beer's on the bar now. There's holes in this.
Randall's a little drunk and just goes up to the bar and asks if you know how to make a scales over drag's blood? Because that's my favorite. Have you ever had that?
So he's just like, 1 second. He goes in the back, he mixes some stuff together, and he puts it on the countertop, mixes a few more drinks, and then takes like some flint and tinder and then lights it, and it makes like this big whoosh.
Like
Then
a
he goes,
mushroom cloud.
Here you go.
Perfect.
That's what you asked for.
It's a flirtini.
I drink it and then mumble that I've had better elsewhere.
Do a con check when you drink it.
13?
Yeah, you're fine. You're feeling a lot more tipsy than you were before. It's a really, really strong drink.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's the Irish trash can
Of Dragonland.
Krushenhaus. Yeah, of Dragonland. Yeah.
I asked the bartender. Well, I briefly explained to the bartender that we're here to see the king, and I asked him, how did he end up taking over?
He goes, oh, well, the same way as all the other, kings. This particular Rex Saga, he was a gladiator of sorts. We do that a lot in this town. They're really into the whole fighting things to the death thing. Guess he got too good at it and decided he wanted to challenge the king. Got really popular. Decided he wanted to, take a shot at the top. And killed him pretty easily. The king was a little older. Still a good fight, but yeah, he died pretty easy.
How has he been as far as a leader?
A little more aggressive than the previous king. The previous king was a lot more lenient as far as outsiders. This king, a lot less so. He's not too fond of certain races, and then looks over at the Dark Elf. He's like, not to name names or anything. Dark Elf.
Should we disguise you?
I have an entertainer's
I
pass.
swear to God, if you put on the white face, I'm just a regular elf. That's offensive. Offensive to elves.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Um,
Just dress like a clown. He'll love you.
They won't be looking for clowns.
He's terrifying.
and the
Just gonna
barkeep,
cover you in some moss.
barkeep asks, what's your business here in town?
I'm basically I came across some folks, and I was just out, wandering as I do, and we came across folks looking for an artifact, so we've managed to retrieve that and bring it back to the king. And upon getting there, we realized that the king we thought was no longer in charge, so we're a little apprehensive.
So wait, was the king that we have the package for the same king?
No, it's a different one.
No, it's a different
Yeah,
king.
that one's changed. They deliver the
Or is it
package
quick succession?
every couple years. It's not every
Oh,
year.
I see.
It's every couple
okay,
years.
so this wasn't like a coronation package.
No. It's every couple years they deliver a similar package. And in between the last time and this time, king was killed and just changed. Now, this particular king took over a few months back, so it's not very long ago. He goes, well, if you do approach, just be aware that he's not really one for small talk. He's, you guys know a lot of warriors, a lot of fighters, not super smart. They just, a little,
I've
If
met
you
a
can
couple.
regale him with tales of great battles, he really is into that shit.
Does he like to arm wrestle?
He says,
This one time I beat up a child. He was really big.
From Yorktown.
Yeah. He says you can challenge. The king loves a good challenge. You can challenge the king to an arm wrestle, but you probably don't want to. But you can.
Because if I win, something will be bad?
If you win, nothing bad happens. If you lose, he might just chop off your arm or rip it off with his bare hands.
How does that make sense?
He's very barbaric. He's very only the best, survival of the fittest kind of guy.
He's Negan.
Can he chop off this arm? Crush the glass.
You say, well, that's something you don't see every day. Maybe, he says. He's a pretty strong dude.
Okay.
He's like, I saw him murder a bullet with his bare hands.
Is he like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast?
What?
Is he like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast? Because that's the image I'm getting.
Yeah, but just less womanizy.
Surly.
And more just want to murder stuff.
He's just here to fight.
Yeah, he's a fighter.
I don't care about girls. I just want to fight.
Yeah. Don't want to dance.
Me and my bros go to the club, kick our sandals off, and we're just here to fight, alright?
No, fuck chicks, dude. Fuck chicks. We're here to fight.
Girls? Women?
Fuck that.
I stroke my beard.
Interesting. So I used Mage Hand, no wild magic, and I bust up the glass then I toss it in whatever bin, because I'm helping.
And the guy, does a double take. He's like, what the fuck was that?
Magic.
Oh.
How does the king feel about magic?
You might want to keep that shit to yourself around here.
What?
They're not really forgiving of the whole magic thing.
Look how big I am. I have to have something.
That's not really their problem. There's children the size of you that are
We can dress you up as a baby.
mighty warriors.
I am a different race.
Well,
I'm completely
Can we
different
pretend
people.
you're a baby? Can you disguise him as a baby?
I've got a disguise for that.
No, we make him a,
We
put
can
him in the
swaddle you
papoose.
like a
Yeah,
baby.
we'll
I'm going to be a
swaddle him.
really wrinkly baby. Oh, I'm Benjamin Button.
Yep, you're Benjamin Button.
No.
God damn.
Oh, such a wrinkly baby.
So they have one type of magic here in the territories of Crush, and that's more of an elemental sort of natural.
Lightning's
think
okay, you say?
shaman kind of thing.
Lightning, great.
Yeah, sure. Lightning, fire,
I was really hoping
earth,
you guys
water.
would be like, it's
All
this.
of my spells.
That's where I was going.
Anyway,
I can do anything.
Your story to the bartender just floored me.
My story.
Wandering around like I do.
Oh, okay.
I had a date the next day with a model, but I blew her off.
because fuck it.
I don't know why it floored me, but it did.
The bartender,
Drone dicks.
says, "Do you guys need a place to stay in the meantime while you think over what you're doing? Are you guys just heading on out, stopping in for a quick
From
break?"
the guards, can we come back here?
Say that again.
Well, maybe, yeah. Do you have any rooms for rent?
Yeah, we got rooms.
Yeah, sorry about my accent.
What?
I'm a lizard. Sometimes I don't talk pretty.
Sometimes he lisps. Yes, it is.
I'm a lizard.
I'm a lizard.
Sometimes my tongue is awake.
Yes.
It's not.
He's a
Stop
drunken.
me being
He's a drunken boy.
drunk. Someone.
I ate my baby.
You pretty fleshy
eat our own
creature, you.
I like your scales.
Are they slimy? The scales.
They're lacquered.
They just look slimy.
They're
Okay.
shiny.
They look
not
been
moist.
shellacked.
That's a viable. People have said about snakes all the time.
I know.
I've never
And
touched
are
a dragon.
snakes
What are you
slimy?
doing?
When you cover them
Starting
in
to play
slime.
piano again.
Playing the piano again?
You start to pick up.
Okay.
25.
All right. So now this time you play a lovely waltz, and then all of a sudden, 4 heads just poke their heads above the door, and they're all just weaving back and forth, and just eyes closed. Somebody's got a little torch out. Encore, encore. They say. They throw a few pieces of coin your way.
Bravo.
5 gold pieces they throw your way.
Oh.
It's 5 more than a hand.
So yeah.
It was almost a 1.
So what are you guys doing? Do you guys
Well-
want a room for the night?
I want another
for the
teeny
day?
martini.
I want to talk to.
That'd be another gold piece.
Or a tiny martini.
Those are really hard to mix. It's like
He uses his
I
pinky.
need an
Wait.
eyedropper for that shit.
Make the dwarf.
I give him 5 gold.
Whoa.
And he makes you 4 of those fucking things.
I always tip my bartenders
Ba-doop,
well.
ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Makes you 4 of these teeny tiny martinis.
Well, that was a tip, but alrighty.
Has anybody... I mean, none of us are the original group.
Other than Aloris.
And the robo guard.
But is Aloris in the bar or is she outside?
She's outside.
So she can't hear us.
No.
Okay.
Does this unit have a soul? Says RoboGuard.
It does.
So I'm gonna pull.
Well, sole purpose, carry me.
I'm gonna pull Varn aside and talk to him a little bit,
Okay.
since he's been here the longest.
Okay. Hi.
What do you know about the package that we're delivering?
It's magic.
What's inside?
Magic.
So
That's all I know.
Why is it so heavy?
Magic?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we told it was
There's
a music
a
box.
lot of magic.
With that interest to some sort of bard?
I mean, you have been interest to a bard. It's a giant music box.
I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of.
Well, I mean, if
I feel like-
they bring one of these every couple of years, maybe the kings of Krushenhaus just like music, and it breaks and nobody repairs it because they're big dumb idiots. I swear to God, if we're just bringing a fucking jukebox to this place, I'm gonna be so
And then
pissed.
the new king hates
And
magical
he fucking
things.
hates magic and music, of course.
It's actually the land of Footloose, where you can't dance, but instead you can't listen to music. So he hates dark elves, but here's the kicker:
Well, he hates elves.
He hates bards even
Hates
more.
bards.
Just dark elves are lumped into that group. Elves are elves.
We all look the same to you.
But black.
Oh Jesus! All right, at a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they are black.
Listen, we don't.
Literally black.
I mean, not like they're
I
not
mean,
like
it's
the
not-
lack of color. they have
alabaster.
pigments.
I
Yeah.
have, please.
They're not African American elves. They are
Well,
black.
No, but they're
Dark
not like.
elves.
But black is like the absence of color, and they have skin.
Stop trying to
pigment
take my
that
identity away
varies.
from me.
It's like a dark,
Kind of blue, really?
bluish.
I don't think it's bluish.
It's blue. I mean,
I don't think it's blue.
oh,
Like a
Really dark
cobalt
blue.
blue?
Well, I mean, like, so you see how we have black
Midnight
dye,
blue.
and this is not actually from something black.
I know.
It looks black because
I know.
our eyes suck,
I know.
but
I know.
it's like
I took color
totally
theory.
blue
So did I.
or something.
I dropped out of color theory.
I didn't.
I drank a growler.
So what do you want to do?
I think I'm a little bit wary about what we're delivering.
You sound like you have confidence issues. No wonder you're a musician.
Randall would like to do a perception check to try to see eavesdropping.
On those two? Okay.
An 18.
Do a perception check to see if you notice him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice him eavesdropping. You can hear what they're
Doesn't
talking
mean
about.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
them.
you heard it,
He's
So
just
I-
trying to sneak over.
but they
Sneak over
totally know that
and
you're
say-
listening.
Murder Aloris and take the box, you say?
No, I'm not saying that. I don't think that we could take her. But I don't want to be in the room when it's delivered.
I was just looking at your alignment.
It might be very dangerous to attack her. As long as I've been with her, I've seen her cast a few spells, and she never runs out of them.
Yeah.
And if those are, basic level spells that she can cast all the time, holy dicks. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know you, chap, but you are more than welcome to do that. I want no part in that.
Maybe I'll just,
Sex her?
Fucker.
You're gonna seduce her?
With your cloaca? It's a
Wait, no,
reptile
we
thing.
found out
we
last time.
established
It's a
2 episodes ago.
It's not a penis. It's like a something.
It's
penis.
like a both.
Yeah,
It's a vagina
probably
and a
got-
penis
Look at him.
together.
He's probably got both.
it's like
It's like a half
it's a
penis.
cloaca, but
He's
something
blue.
comes out when
Come
you
on.
need it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a duck.
Comes out from under the scales.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a sphere of tentacles.
I mean, I'd be curious, so
That's a
she'd probably be
mole rat.
curious.
That's a plumbus.
I haven't.
Looks like a sea anemone.
Pretty sure that's like a mole rat.
I am charisma as fuck if I could be your wingman.
Do it, bro. You romance that robot. That's the
Beep
DC.
boop beep.
That's the hardest DC.
What if she-
110011. You're speaking my language, bro, bot.
He's not a robot. He's a brobot.
Beep boop beep. Anyways. Is that what you're doing? You're gonna wait for her to come in and then romance her?
we said that's what we're doing.
Then what are we gonna do with a giant music box? Do that.
Dance.
To have a rave. Yeah.
Alright. So you're just gonna wait inside for Loris to come back in?
That's what she's supposed to do.
I'm gonna text her. You up?
Hey,
Netflix
you
and
up?
chill, bro.
parents aren't home.
What are you doing?
So after about
Want to chill?
another hour and a half or so, her and Brobot come into the tavern. To which point, immediately the bartender looks over at Brobot and is like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
I immediately run over and hug him.
And I
missed you so much.
I talk him down off the cliff. The bartender. I say, no, he's
Charisma.
yeah.
He's our automaton.
I am your soldier.
He goes, "Okay, you might want to hide that," as he like shows all like circles all of him.
I put
They
a,
might not be cool with that. You might want to cloak him or
I
something.
put a blanket on top.
Disguise him as a baby. Disguise him as a mailbox.
I mean,
Yes,
you can
mailbox.
With a papoose on it.
deception
And it
check to see if
moves.
you can cover him enough to make
I
him
believe-
not look like a robot.
That's got to be in your
I was
wheelhouse.
really just gonna put a tablecloth over
Robot
top.
5000.
What is this, performance?
Isn't there a deception?
Yeah, deception.
Yeah. 14?
It covers most of him.
He's just a little antenna that's cooking out.
Yeah, like you could see some.
Randall
metal,
gets
like
a 15 to try to adjust it a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, like the edges of like where his like hand is, like you can see. Well, basically his hands. His hands are metal, so you can see his metal hands and his metal feet. You can see that. Are you covering his head with anything, or did you just put a blanket over him?
Like a
No
ghost.
hole in it, like
Yeah.
a ghost. Okay, so he can't see shit.
Can he have eye holes? Can we cut out eye holes?
You can cut eye holes because right now you can't see anything. Beep boop, beep boop. 11001110.
No.
Nope. You put two holes completely not anywhere close to his
Like
face.
where his nipples
chest
would
height,
be
yeah.
if he was a human.
Like chest.
I try to cut holes with a 7.
You cut another two holes like in the neck. Thinking that's probably where he sees
Wait,
from.
what are we rolling for to cut the holes?
Intelligence
Oh, it's an
or wisdom.
15?
Yeah, you cut the holes around where.
Okay.
Yeah. It can
17.
see now. Yeah, it can see.
There's just holes everywhere, though.
Yeah, it can see. Yeah, there's a bunch of holes. So now you have like
It's like Charlie Brown's
shiny
ghost
bits
costume.
showing through in
Charlie
4
Brown's
parts, 4 circles. You can see shiny bits.
enough.
Sure, good enough. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is that?"
It's a mailbox.
It's a mailbox. That's our postal worker.
He's our friend.
Much apologies.
Be quiet, you're being a baby, remember?
No, that's right. I'm drinking martinis.
It's our name.
They're
Oh,
teeny
can I
baby
put my
nanny
baby
box.
disguise on you now?
Krushenhaus is a very accepting sort
Yeah.
of place.
You know what? Let me look like a baby.
15.
To what? Making him look like a baby?
With one of my disguises.
Sure, you look like a baby. You look like a baby.
I take a sip
With a
from my
martini.
and go.
Smoking a cigar.
It's like Roger Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say the Roger Rabbit baby.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So you look like a baby, but no one's like holding you or swaddling you, so you just look like a baby standing at the bar
I get in the papoose.
on the back of the robot.
I have him
Or on
hold
the
my
back of
martinis.
How are you
then I
going to
get
do
on
that?
the
Because
papoose.
now there's a blanket over top of the papoose.
Papoose on the
carry you.
outside.
What do you mean papoose on the outside?
Why would,
They put a blanket over top of all of them. It's just a big drape over him.
I remove the blanket, tell him to take the papoose off, put the blanket back on,
And then put the papoose back on?
Yeah,
Okay, so he's got like a harness on top of a blanket.
yeah.
It's not
He's a
weird at all.
stroller.
It's totally fine.
He's a stroller.
Stroller for baby Herman.
Baby Herman.
Bob.
Bob. For baby Bob. Okay, so you now are papoosed into this weird looking thing.
Stroller.
Yeah, they don't know what that is.
Baby carriage.
It's a dude covered in like a curtain
Baby
or a
carriage
tablecloth.
from the south.
Sure, they don't know that.
He is my servant.
Sure.
I rolled a 15 plus a 19 to deceive them that it's a baby carriage from the south.
To deceive who?
Everybody.
Nobody.
Run around screaming, "It's a baby carriage from the south!"
All right, we believe you.
I was like, what
Shut
the
up.
fuck's wrong with that dwarf? Jesus. I mean, you guys are still in the
I'm
bar.
a vegan!
Okay,
So-
that's fine. We don't care.
Aloris pops back into the bar with the robot, and after you've dressed it up and everything, she says, "Okay, I've spoken with the city of Borad and the Mage's Tower, and they're totally fine with just continuing the mission, because just hope and pray that he's cool with it, because otherwise there's going to be total war again, and she doesn't think the South would be cool with that. Territories of Crush are pretty formidable. That's like all they do is fight. The South's not that great at fighting."
Yeah, are you gonna try to make a move on her? What are you doing?
Wavy hands.
Well, you don't have to. God damn it.
A 1? Is it a 1?
No, it's a 7. Plus 1, 2, excuse me, which is a 9.
And if she rolls a 6, then it's all the
Hey,
systems go.
fleshy lady.
She tells you. She basically just looks at you all weird. She's like, "Yeah, no, I'm okay."
The ladies.
No, you're great. You're just real great. And I've been just a 1.
A botch?
Yeah. I'm the dragon licker.
Lightning.
Yeah. Let's see what she rolls. She might roll 1. No, she didn't roll 1. She just slaps you in the face. Why I never?
Fire, eh?
What? I
For
never.
1 damage, just slaps you in the face.
Non-lethal damage.
Yeah. And then she just trundles off back over to her Brobot. Tells Brobot, "You keep an eye on that son of a bitch." Brobot's like, beep, boop, beep.
And he immediately ignores her because he only listens to my commands.
It's true.
Sure.
Yes.
We established that.
His head's still turned in that direction.
So I guess we should just deliver this to King
Yeah, let's
D.
just deliver it. I don't know what I'd do with it.
I really
if we
don't
didn't
want to
have
be
it.
in that room.
Then don't be in the room. Be a wuss.
Just go arm wrestle him.
Don't be a team player.
Does he do Indian leg wrestling?
Go find out.
Foreplay.
Go ask. What could possibly go wrong?
Is that what you guys were doing earlier before we started recording?
I want
Okay.
to Indian leg wrestle you. How'd you get behind me so fast? Where's my pants?
What did you call it today? That sex move? The Sneaky Pete?
Sneaky Pete.
Yeah, the Sneaky Pete.
What were you guys
When
doing
you
before the ring?
you spit lube your dick and surprise ass fuck somebody. As my pregnant wife said. Oh yeah, it's a Sneaky Pete.
Yeah, our web developer's name is Sneaky Pete.
It's out of honor.
Spit lube anal fuck. We
Without
did that,
warning.
and you wouldn't have been pregnant now.
And let's take a
quite a
break.
lot.
Let's take a break.
And we're back.
So, we're going to find the king with the artifact.
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are leaving the inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get,
Barkeep,
I thank him
his
for
beard waves at Bethla. Toodaloo, it says. They
So feathery.
I slide a gold piece down my beard. It rolls up into his beard.
he do a perception check.
20, not nat.
Massive erection. Just massive boner right
Who, him
now.
or me?
Him. And you, maybe.
Comes out of his beard.
You have a nice lady boner going on.
He's into it. Just hasn't seen a dwarf that can do that in quite some time.
I wink.
He winks back. He's into that. Okay.
And see ya.
So, you guys head out. Are you just going to make your way straight for the castle?
We
I
will go
suppose?
straight.
Yes, straight. So it'll take you at least probably about 5 or 6 hours of walking up and through the city to make it
That's a real big city.
It's a big city. It's the main city in this territory. And it's also uphill, so you're not going to walk quite
Both ways.
No, just one way. While you guys are walking, you're getting towards the top. All of a sudden, this group of like 5 pretty bulky dudes comes up, and they ask you guys, what the hell you guys are doing here, basically.
I look at Aloris.
Laura says we're here to deliver a gift to Krushenhaus, like we do every few years. And they look like they don't really give much of a shit about that, so she...
Well, I'm gonna try to intimidate them before she casts.
Well, she wasn't casting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was trying to charisma check them.
Okay.
She was like, we're trying to get to where we need to go. The king will be very distressed if we do not make it there. We're already late as it is. You do not want to make it later. And then she goes, is this king like a forgiving king? Was he... What are your names? Because I'll be sure to pass them along on the way. And they'll just like start mumbling themselves like, it's fine, it's cool. It's cool. You guys can just good luck. Have
Yeah,
fun.
what now, bros?
Yeah, they back off real fast. And just walk away.
And as we're leaving over the shoulder, I just kind of yell, "Oh yeah, and I'm here to fuck your moms." That's intimidation, right?
Is it?
Let's just pretend they didn't hear
What was
you.
it? Doesn't matter what it was.
It does.
Oh, it does? Okay. What were you trying to do? Intimidate them? Mm-hmm. Then intimidation.
11.
Woo. 2 of them immediately charge you, specifically. Weapons drawn.
Come at me, bros.
Okay. So they charge you. What's your AC?
16.
16. 1 hits.
And I immediately cast.
Before you do that.
It's a reaction.
Yeah.
As the one's charging with his greatsword, he trips and falls forward and then face plants onto his own greatsword. And it literally like a sword swallower, but without the whole swallowing part. It just
comes out the
Straight
back.
through the back of the head. Yep.
he's just
Hill deep.
and the other guy who's running like hears that noise and kind of stops and then turns. He's like, "The fuck?" And he's like, "Carl!" He puts his sword away and just starts to drag
Carl's
away
dead.
his twitching, like, corpse. So, that happens. Yeah.
Au revoir.
Goo goo gaga.
So that happened.
Still gonna fuck them all.
Especially the dead guys.
She'll need
Oh,
consoling.
fuck his dad, too.
You're not the only one going hill deep tonight.
Oh. Death is a hell of an aphrodisiac.
You need to make another son. It's just how it is.
You need a half lizard son. Do you have a
Top
little...
half or bottom half?
That's right. Do you have a little lizard in you? Would you like to? So, you guys eventually make it towards the castle of sorts. It's not really a castle. It's more of like a carved building in the side of this, mountain, that type of thing.
Like the Mojave Desert
Sure.
on acid.
Like in Mad Max.
Kind of.
Can it be in Mad Max?
It looks
Fury?
like it's built a little bit out more than,
Okay.
than Mad Max is. But, so there's more guards here than there were at the front gate. And they also stop you with their halberds. And they say, halt.
Hey!
They cross their
Dock.
halberds. They dock. And they say, whoa, no passing.
How do they all dock? Oh, is it like 2 and 2 and 2 and
It's
2?
like a star.
Okay.
Back to
Like an
back,
asterisk.
tip to tip.
They
As God
stand in
intended.
a circle with dicks touching.
So when they stand in a circle, their dicks come together to make like a Voltron type of perfect
No, they're
circular...
swords.
No, these are
Nobody-
dicks. They're docking. They're docking.
I thought they were using swords.
Well, in this particular instance,
Halberds
they're
are
docking.
polearm weapons.
Yeah.
And then a big choppy bit with a point.
Like
Anyways,
a penis. Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
hi.
So they cross
A
their
big
halberds
choppy
and
bit
they
with
say,
a point.
halt. And they say, what do you southerners want?
Aloris?
Let Aloris talk first.
Aloris pops out and she goes, "Hail ye from Krushenhaus. We are here to deliver this parcel like we do every few years." They say, "You're late. This was supposed to have been delivered at least a few days ago. The king is very angered by this. What else you got?" They say. King needs some sort of incentive to let you in the building.
We also brought you this dark elf in chains.
He doesn't have chains. Disguise.
We brought you this dark elf to chain.
This dark elf, 2 chains.
2 chains.
Never underestimate the
Performance
importance.
rap.
Never underestimate the importance of the Oxford comma.
Your flows were so nice.
It would have been 24.
Your flows.
It's like Lil Wayne. The your mama. That's not actually how he says it.
No.
I think that's Iggy Azalea.
I don't know the lyrics, else I would say them in that.
I don't want to be chained up and delivered to the king.
I'm also disguised.
I don't actually say that.
I'm disguised as a baby. I can't really do any talking now.
Beep, 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 beep.
What's wrong with that baby?
Someone needs to feed that baby. Someone
So Loris takes her titty
just
out.
pulls out a small
I cry
martini.
harder. Eyes glistening.
Bring them to me.
This won't be as funny in like a month and a half at all.
Not for you, maybe, but for the rest of us, it's gonna be pretty great. Just remember, like, lanolin.
Keep it nice and
for the
rough,
nips.
like sandpaper. Feels better on the tongue.
So I have a cat child that has a rough tongue.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing then? As the guards say.
We brought you an automaton.
No!
He's
I can't say that. I'm pretending to be a baby.
I'm a baby.
I am a baby.
And
Wow! And such.
I guess
Where's my martini?
I'll do a deception to saying that they also brought an emissary from the Dragonlands to pay homage to the
New king.
new king.
Roll your deception.
14.
They totally buy it.
Nice.
Like, okay, I guess that's something.
Word.
I pull a tiny martini shaker out of my pocket and shake it and pour it into a glass and hand it to you.
Yes. Wah, and such.
We too liquor up our babies to keep them quiet. You Southerners are learning fast. So they let you pass, but you also have 4 guards walking with you, like behind you guys, with pole arms out.
I tell them that it is customary of a dragonborn emissary for them to hold my tail as I walk.
Roll.
6.
What's that say?
More than 6. I'm
Literally
pretty
all
sure.
of them beat you, yeah.
Alright.
And they tell you, one crit, in which case he just glares at you.
Steps on your tail.
Come touch it.
He pokes it.
Touch it.
He
Come
pokes
on.
it with his halberd.
If you
so
cut it off,
good.
does it grow back?
Sure.
He's like a lizard person. Makes
Take
sense.
3 damage from him poking you in the tail with his halberd.
I'm not comfortable.
Well, there's a circle of men with their penises out.
Just wait a few minutes.
I look like a baby.
Why aren't you disguising yourself?
I was trying to, but we got to the front door too quickly.
Well then,
Just do it now.
yes.
I'm gonna try to
Just
stealth
say that you
disguise?
did before.
Stealth?
Yeah, go
With
like
4 dudes right behind you?
Stealth
peel off,
disguise.
peel off into another hallway, and then
Like
turn around.
they're behind me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also guards all along the hallways.
Okay, cool. I'm carrying a.
Mini piano and a ukulele.
Well, that's on my.
or whatever.
It's an accordion.
You had a,
And
a
he
cloak on,
stuffs
right?
it all into his pants.
Yeah.
So,
It's on my back.
is that an accordion in your pants, or are you just?
And I
happy to see
have
me?
my
Both.
entertainer's kit in front of me,
Okay.
like this, and I'm walking like this and
Putting
trying
makeup
to put
on.
a
With no way of...
put a disguise on.
Yeah, roll that deception check.
Is there a minus?
No. I'm just curious to see what
No
you get.
minus.
You don't need a minus.
7.
You
Yeah, there
actually
were
just, your
2
pants
guards
just
that
fall
saw
down.
you, just,
Okay.
and they're just staring at you and shaking their heads like, what the fuck is that guy doing? You're just blotching makeup like all over your face and like half putting on clothes.
Yeah.
It's not
Making like Pee Wee
believable
Herman noises. Ha
at
ha.
all. Who are you trying to be in your disguise?
Just...
Are you putting on white face? Is that what's happening right now? Is that what's happening? You're still an elf. That doesn't help, but
I mean, yes.
right. Okay.
No.
What
Is
if,
the
what if
answer
we wanted
yes?
to make a distraction?
As much as I hate it, the answer is
Him?
totally yes.
All right. The answer is
Make
yes.
a
Give you a little baby
dragon
thumbs up.
distraction.
What are you trying to
Then
do?
you put it in your mouth.
Draw their attention away from the makeuping elf.
Okay.
Can I try to explain that it's customary for a dark elf to
Geisha to get all
geisha
gussied up.
himself to meet a royal?
Roll deception. Who are you trying to convince? Just the
The-
4 guards behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ. 7.
The 2 that you made like a little leery of before, yeah, they don't believe you at all. Like, no, I've known enough elves to know it's not a thing.
I've read enough elf propaganda posters.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big wall.
It's gonna be
the best.
The wall just got 10 feet higher.
Well,
So-
I look like an asshole now,
Yeah,
so
you just
let's
have-
go.
You just have blotchy white paint all over your face randomly because you have no way of telling.
Hi, my name is Charles.
Just tell them you have a molding disease.
I'll explain that I have.
We just got back from the beach.
We burn
Zinc
opposite of
oxide.
you people.
That's cool.
I have trades.
Yeah, trades. Well, happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
I stroke his shoulder.
So you eventually get to the throne room,
Get it?
and this is a large.
I am gonna be in the back of the group,
Okay.
hiding behind people.
This is a large circular room, lots of guards. There's not a whole lot in this particular room other than the throne, which sits up at the top of about, say, 10, 15 steps or so. There's a large throne. Looks like it's built out of the carcass of some sort of large animal.
Like
of
a
sorts.
dragon?
Not a dragon.
You don't ever fight dragons in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, no.
You lied to me.
That's right, I did. Sucker.
Contrary to prior belief, the most dangerous part of D&D, or Dungeons and Dragons, the dungeons, or at least the doors.
Well, doors and stealth checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a nature check to see what kind of a creature this door is made of.
Sure.
11.
You know it's not a creature found down south. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely very large.
Not 20 to identify it.
Identify the creature. It looks like a remoraz, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is like some very large insectoid kind of thing. So it's very big.
A 3-creen.
Wait,
I don't know what that is.
it's an insect with a skeleton?
An exoskeleton.
I said it's built out of his corpse, so they like
Alright.
taxidermied the shit out of that.
All right.
Can I see the
Say,
thorax?
What?
No. It's been chopped up a bit. They made it into a chair. But it's basically these giant heads like towering over and lots of teeth, things like that.
With big pointy teeth.
The bug throne.
Yeah. So you see the king, and he's sitting there in the chair, kind of leaning forward, and one hand on his. Is the maul the weapon that's
hammer.
one side's hammer, one side axe? Is that a maul?
No.
Yes.
What's that?
In
A
real
maul
life,
is
it
a
is.
two-handed mace.
A maul.
A maul is a 2-handed sledgehammer, basically.
Yeah.
It's sledgehammer on one side.
No.
and your
In,
axe is
that's
on
in real life.
In
you're
real
correct.
life,
In real life,
yes.
you're correct, but in D&D,
Which
it
one is
a
that?
2-handed, basically, sledgehammer.
So what is the weapon that's a hammer on one side and axe on the other in D&D?
The Smashy Crusher.
So, Smashy Crusher. Oh, well, he's brandishing a very large Smashy Crusher. This is Orlando Kablammy. Or
What
Rudy
kind of
Tooty
maul are
and
you
Shooty.
referring to? Because there's Warhammer, Post Maul, Spike Maul, and Splitting Maul.
Probably a splitting maul is what.
Okay, so we'll just say it's like a very large hammer on one side and a very large axe on the other side. So it doesn't look like
So-
the picture that you showed me.
It's a war.
It's a maul, but it also can do slashing
Yeah, depending on which side you use.
or piercing.
It's very, very large. No, an axe doesn't do piercing. It does
Slashing.
slashing. Yeah.
Slashing or bludgeoning.
Yep. So it's very, very large, much larger than like you would normally see.
I've seen bigger.
Sure. No, you haven't actually.
No, I have.
That was a penis. That was a private
In
jet
my dreams,
in the
I
back.
have.
Also good for bludgeoning or smashing.
Also good for
And piercing.
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 Especially piercing. Okay. So he's just staring at you, not saying anything, just staring as you guys walk in.
Laura should
Dolores.
probably like.
And also,
Unless you guys want me to
she
do
should
it.
probably mention the whole Goblin Revolution thing.
Okay. So you guys kind of whisper that to her, like,
We don't know about
I was
that.
gonna say, you
she
guys
should
don't
just
know.
remember that.
She should just remember that. Okay. So Alora steps forward, and she says, "All hail King Rexaga of Krushenhaus."
I give them the dragon salute.
The dragon salute.
Use your imagination, listeners.
Sure. Yeah.
That's
the dragon
racist. Why would you think that?
So the king
It's
sort
kind of how
of
the queen waves.
the king sort of stands up and says, "What insolence brings you Southern folk here today?" And she tries to explain that you guys are here to deliver this gift that they've been delivering to the territories of Crush ever since the wars ceased between your two nations. And he sort of scoffs at it and spits to the side, and he goes, "You Southern folk, just a bunch of pussies."
Oh.
He's like, "Your gift? Who gives a shit about a goddamn fucking music box? What am I supposed to do with that? I can't kill a beast with a music box."
Is this guy related to Horace?
I guess it depends on how bad the music is.
It's a fair point.
Saying you can put it to sleep and then.
Yeah.
No.
It's quite heavy. Just bash them to death.
It plays Nickelback.
He goes,
This
"Oh,
is how.
The most lethal
we'll take 3,
weapon we've ever known.
you fools." So Aloris tries to explain that they didn't know that King had recently changed, but the box isn't used just for music, and he also scoffs and says he knows that as well. They don't need your gifts, he says. We're quite, good on our own. We don't need this crap from you guys. These stupid little gifts that you guys give us so that we don't, crush you guys.
Because you're crushing.
Yeah, we're really into the crushing.
Yeah.
So she goes, "Well, you may or may not know of the Goblin Revolution And as she's, getting Revolution out, literally the entire room, led by the king, just starts laughing hysterically. They're like, only the South would consider goblins to be worthy of a revolution.
Say you want a revolution.
A very popular goblin 4-person band just is going through and just it's just making music and
It's the Goblin Invasion.
And they have a good leader.
the best leader.
We, the Goblin people, will uprise.
And our uprising will be huge.
Sure.
We're gonna scale that wall.
He doesn't believe what you guys are talking about with the...
And we would have been on time, but the box was stolen within your own lands by evil magic users that you apparently don't know about.
What kind of magic users? He says, scoffing at you.
I flex him my cyborg arm.
He strokes his stubbly chin.
The ones that did this to me.
He's like, I think I've heard of something similar to that in the town just inside the territories of Crush coming from the Southernlands.
Hold on real quick.
I'm a baby.
Yeah, so what do you want me to do?
I have notes.
Flex my baby dick.
I've written many notes about
And look at this
how the
child.
magic works.
To pop out of disguise. I mean, he's not attacking the Dragonborn, so...
Or you.
Or me. So
Maybe
you'll
you're a
be
bit
fine.
splotchy.
Yeah.
All right.
So when we come back, you can just be like, "Ha-ha! It's me!
It's me.
Surprise!
I've been here the whole time!"
Surprise, cockbags!
I'm not a donkey brain.
I'm not a baby. I'm a man. The size.
I've got a certificate to prove that I don't have donkey brains.
Donkey brains flops me off. Goddamn time.
Do you have a certificate that says you don't have donkey brains?
You got donkey brains!
It's got donkey brains. Froggy!
Where's Froggy?
Where's Froggy?
You are Froggy.
You are Froggy, Frank.
You goddamn donkey brains!
Anyways,
Alright.
so while Loris is trying to explain things to him, the king, his eyes sort of pan over towards the one side of the group, and he notices a splotchy-colored fellow, and he points and he says, "You!" Pointing at Ralph.
Quickly cut those ears off.
Step forward.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'll step forward.
A nat 20 to
And I'm
kind
going
of...
to.
And a hush goes over the crowd. Oh, fuck. An elf. You dare bring an elf into my chambers.
I mean, I'm
A
just.
weak, sissy elf, not fit to be fucked by horses. An elf.
That guy's fit to be fucked by horses. Sure enough.
As every Krushen child is before the age of 14.
You ain't from the territories of Crush if you haven't been fucked by a shit of horses.
A 19 to try to...
Passage.
It's alright, a passage.
A 19 to try to convince the king that we just took him along because we felt bad for him. He really
A
is
19,
harmless.
you said?
Yeah.
He ties and says,
Tigers.
bullshit.
I'm.
Goes to the defender.
Yeah.
He's trying to convince him, so yeah. He's like, bullshit.
You brought a filthy
I'm just.
Muckraking elf into my throne room.
Why does he sound like a grandpa now?
I don't know. I'm all over the place. It's that one.
hate elves.
Lord, your Honor, will teach you how to do accents.
They're just a bunch of fey creatures.
Anyways. So he's none too happy and tells the guards to take him immediately.
Charisma, you're
As they
outside
unzip,
here.
he goes, not that way.
I'm just the simple bard of the group, the piano man. If you, I mean you no harm.
I mean, perhaps if your greatness, he could sing us a song. He's the piano man.
Yes. Sing us a song of the territories of Crush. So intelligence first, or wisdom, to know if you know any songs.
It's Metallica. You have to sing Metallica. Early Metallica. Not post or during St. Anger, because they hate that shit. Too much snare.
Or
tenor sound.
Yeah.
Eddie Crush Hallen.
Oh, shit.
17.
What instrument
What's
are
your
you playing?
what's
Accordion
your,
or
what's your
piano?
modifier, bro?
Yeah, what's your mod?
So it's a 19
Okay.
for wisdom.
Okay.
It's charisma for performance.
So you know a song.
No, his wisdom's
Oh,
a newer
wisdom.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know a perfect song that a warrior would enjoy. So let's see if you can play it.
I'm
And
going to do it on the accordion.
All right.
So this would be performance?
Yes.
A 13.
You play a passable version. What?
Of
Harold's
Battery?
Krushenhaus?
Or Ride the Lightning? How about I do Ride the Lightning?
Do Ride the Lightning.
All right.
You
When
know
I
a
feel,
passable version of Ride the Lightning.
give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Oh, yeah.
You have 6 seconds.
You have 6 seconds. So the king seems mildly amused by your performance and says, "All right, fine." you can stay."
Accentuate the
Rah!
cymbal crashes with lightning.
Performance.
10?
You're a little off.
That's not his fault.
So whenever there should be a cymbal crash, about 3 seconds later, it registers as cymbal crash to you, and then you just shoot a little spark of lightning for no apparent reason. And it just
It's
is
the
more,
pyrotechnics.
It's more of a distraction because they're like, "What the fuck is that?" In the background, it's just lightning shooting.
So
all
it's
around.
like Lars' shitty bass drum playing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ting, 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 ting.
So he says you're passable enough to stay, I suppose.
And I slink back.
Yeah, you should slink back.
Woo! I will never...
The king goes, "I know you guys in your music box isn't. It's not just a music box." He's like, "I know.
It's a fuck machine.
It's a fuck machine. Just a giant horse pops out. It's training.
6 assholes.
It's training for the children,
7 vaginas made of metal.
as God
With
intended."
trumpy teeth.
And because, there are also phallus-shaped objects protruding
All
from
over
it.
the place.
All over it.
All over the place.
Covering
Fun
it.
for everyone.
Yeah.
So
The whole
Some
family.
tentacle bits.
So
The his and hers fuck machine.
So Rexaga waves 2 of his magic users to come out. They're more shamanistic type. They look like witch doctors almost. They come and they take the box from you guys and they bring it a little closer. He says, "All right, check it and make sure that it does what it's supposed to do." and they crank the handle, and it is
Insight
playing
to Aloris to see if it's a deception with a 9.
for what?
Can I perceive insight
To
to
see if this is a trap.
20 to
Um,
see if like something bad or hell is about to break loose?
She doesn't.
She thinks it's gonna be fine.
She's more just worried that he won't like what happens.
Are we boned?
That type of thing.
Yeah.
So they
We're
crank up the
boned.
music box, and then all of a sudden it starts to glow and little runes appear all around the box. And it does play like a tune.
He's charging up
I don't know,
like in Dragon
the
Ball
box is
Z.
going Super Saiyan.
Oh, okay. So when they crank up the box, and then the runes start to glow, and then the shamans start to channel.
Wanawanga.
Yeah, they start to channel abilities like earth and fire and lightning.
Wind.
Water.
Heart.
And it seems like the longer the song goes on, like their abilities seem to expand and get a little more powerful. So then they when the tune ends, they turn and look towards the king. They nod, and he nods back, and he waves his hand, and they kind of take the box away. And he goes, "Okay." He's like, "For the sake of a peace in this kingdom for the time being, we'll accept this gift, but don't think it's earned you any like privilege or anything like that." He says, "But feel free," not pointing at you specifically, Ralph, but pointing at the rest of the group, to enjoy the city of Krushenhaus and all of its, activities, I suppose you could say. He recommends the fighting pits, if you think you guys have the metal for that
Oh,
sort of
fuck
thing.
yeah, bro.
Yeah. He goes, "But come back in a few days, we'll have a feast, and then we'll send you on your way. But in the meantime, do what you will in town." And then he just kind of waves his hand.
Pits.
I get out of the papoose.
And he kind of does a double take because a baby just
As
hopped out
a
of the back
baby,
of the
yeah.
papoose.
And I remove the
the
disguise,
fuck?
hand it to the bard.
Hi.
So you're naked now?
A naked gnome, just full naked.
Yes, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they would respect that because I have no shame.
I request to speak with your magic people, your wizards, sorcerers, the ones who did
Shamans.
the shamans. I have information regarding the new magic.
The
and
blood wizards.
The threat that's looming, and they will appreciate it.
Roll charisma.
Jesus Christ. And this one's retired.
What'd you get?
6.
He goes, "Get the fuck out of here. You weird, small, baby man thing."
I whisper
I
to
am a
Aloris,
gnome.
Do you think I should arm wrestle him?
No, you'll lose your arm. You know he's gonna have like a modifier. Too.
I asked Aloris.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm rolling intelligence for her to know better. She goes, "You should totally arm wrestle him."
I got a 16 for intelligence. Should I arm wrestle him? Does it look like I should?
No. What's your strength?
19.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, my lord is so swole, the Dragonlands are impressed.
Yeah, no, he's a big dude. Always oiling. So they're just constantly glistening. The guns. He also recommends that you guys check out the gun show while you're in town. And just,
Oh, yeah.
oh, yeah. So, yeah, so he basically waves his hand and pounds his maul, if you want to call it, and just thud, thud, and then guards come and they lead you out. And they say the feast is in a few days. You have a couple of days to do what you will in the city of Krushenhaus. And they sort of nod at you and clang their halberds together a little bit. Rexaga,
Rexar.
not Rexar.
Halt!
Rexargar.
I am Rexar. Halt! I am
Halt.
Rexar.
I am Rexar.
And there we're going to call it. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening.
You can always find us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram at Botched Podcast. If you want to help the show grow a little bit, you can head over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast and donate a few dollars. Don't worry, the show will always be free. And if you want to help the show grow without money, you can head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review.
Or as always, after you've had too much to drink at the bar, while you're throwing in the bathroom, just go, "Botched!" and we'll hear you.
See you next week, nerds.